made a guide which has a list of the best tanks for playing Frontline. It's organized by class, so we have light tanks, heavy tanks, medium tanks, etc. So I'm just going to get started. First of all, auto loaders and auto reloaders are very, very good tanks for Frontline, especially the auto reloaders, because you can fire all your rounds, and while you're retreating, you can continue defending yourself. Now, these include the Progetto M35, which is the medium tank. I believe it's called the M35 Mod 4. And then the P44 Pantera, which is the tech tree vehicle, which is a tier 8 medium tank. So in general, best tanks for Frontline, it's going to be Italian, French, and Russian. But we'll get into that later. So then you got the Lorraine 40T, which is a French autoloader, and the Samua SM, which is a French autoloader. This one happens to be a heavy tank. And the Burasque, which is a medium tank, is also a little bit popular in Frontline. So now we have some heavy tanks. The IS-3A, which is an auto reloader. The Object 703 version 2, which is a double barrel gun. And the IS-211 is also a double barrel gun, which is a tier 8 Russian tech tree vehicle. The GSOR is a British auto-loading tank destroyer, and the ML 1951 is a Swedish heavy tank that is pretty good. It's pretty quick. Now, in terms of light tanks, obviously you can play whatever tank you want, but I think the Lynx 6x6 is one of the best tanks in the game, and the EBR 75 FL10, they're both great tanks to play. The Batchat 12T is a French tier 8. It's an autoloader. The ELC EVA 90 is good for capping. It's also French. These are all French tanks. It's an autoloader, and it's very small, so you can hide in a small bush on a cap somewhere. And that's what I use when you need to cap out in the open, in an open field, such as Cap F on Epic Normandy. Now keep in mind there's other tanks. People like the Russian one, which is called the LT-432. I like the American T-92. But, these are the clear winners right here. And this one's a very special case. The LT-432 is good if you're chasing somebody because it's very bouncy on the frontal armor. So for medium tanks, you got the Object 274A. When this was released, it was overpowered. It had amazing armor, so it was the best medium tank. The Progetto M35 and the Pantera P44, which are Italian medium tanks. So this is in the tech tree. The Burasque, which is a French premium tank, and the Lorraine 40T is a French premium tank. So for medium tanks, these are very popular. And plus, I believe there's one that might be called the Skoda T27, which you'll often see in the game. The most popular vehicle is probably going to be the Progetto, the EBR, and I would say probably, the Lorraine 40T is popular, the Object 703 is popular. So now we move on to heavy tanks. You've got the Russians, which have the IS-3A, the Object 703 version 2, and the IS-22, which is an auto reloader, an auto reloader, an auto reloader, these two being double barrel guns. The Samua SM, this one is in the tech tree, the other two are premium. These are premium vehicles. Samua SM is an autoloader, but it's slow. The ML is an autoloader, but it's fast. This is a tech tree vehicle, Czechoslovakia TNH 105, which has a 2-shot autoloader. The T-34 is popular because everybody has it, and it's got really good turret armor, and it's got good penetration for tier 8. Got some of the best turret armor in the game. E75 TS is popular because it's good for sniping. It aims very quickly. The 50 TP does good damage, which is Polish. I believe 50 TP, to check real quick to see if it's tech tree or not. It is Poland, tier 8. You know what? It's not the tech tree version. That's the premium version. The 50 TP prototype. This is premium. This is premium. That's tech tree. For capping, you want the M6A2E1 Mutant, which is a premium vehicle. It's got the best armor, frontal armor, turret armor, etc. Yesterday I bounced like 3,000 or 4,000 damage with it. And the VK168.01P, which is also called the Mauerbrecher. There's another VK, which is a German tier 8. I'm just going to look it up real quick to see what it is. Tier 8, 101P. That's the one that looks like a small mouse or a small Mautian. So you can play the tech tree version of that. So for tank destroyers, lots of Scorpion Gs are in the game. They have high penetration guns. With the gold rounds, it's like 320 or something like that. With the regular rounds, it's probably like 270. The G-SOR 1008, these are both premium tanks. There's a Scorpion and a Scorpion G. The Scorpion G probably has the camo already applied, like a 2D style. STRV S1 is a premium vehicle, super high penetration, can penetrate anything with regular rounds. Also, the Udis is the tech tree version. SU-130PM, you'll see these often. That's a premium tank. I love the AMX CDA 105. It's perfect for Frontline. The penetration is a little bit lower than the others, but it's really fast. Like the Scorpion G is not fast. So you can get around very quickly. For defending, you want the TS5, which is a premium vehicle. The T-28 is American tech tree heavy tank destroyer. For British, you got the AT-15, which is in the tech tree. And you got the Turtle, which is not... The Turtle is very slow. You're probably going to want to put a turbocharger on it. And the YAG-D Tiger 8.8, not the best choice, but lots of people have them. The frontal armor is pretty good, and it's got a rapid-fire gun. Most tank destroyers are good in Frontline. You can play almost any tank destroyer. SPG, all SPGs are good in Frontline. With tier 8, you should have no problem. So those are my recommendations. We're going to look at some of the vehicles. For example, this is a VK. So with this type of vehicle, you're going to want a cap with it. So you're going to put you might want to put a turbocharger so you can get around faster, but you're going to want the spall liner, anything to help repair tracks faster, etc. But if you need to cap, this is the one you want to do it with if you're on A, B, or C. If you're on D, E, or F, you're probably going to want to cap with a different vehicle. So you go through the tech tree. I'm just going to go through real quick. SPG good, T-28 is very good vehicle. This is a good tank destroyer with good armor. You're going to use this when you're defending, especially if you're defending the final objectives. And the T-28 prototype is also a good vehicle you can use when defending. T-32, it's got good turret armor. I don't know if the M3Y has better turret armor. It says 241. Oh, you know what? The T-32 with the base turret is not good. But this is a good vehicle. You're probably going to want to play these vehicles. Why not in Frontline? T-69, I haven't played it in a long time. It used to be an autoloader. I don't know if it still is. They might have removed the autoloader from it. Yeah, it's an autoloader. But I never see anybody playing it in Frontline. The Pershing, nobody plays in Frontline. The Bulldog is rare in Frontline. You want to play premium tanks so you get the extra cash. E26 E4 is a little too slow. The E5 probably also. I love the T92. And the Chrysler K, you're going to use it when you're capping or trying to reset the cap. SPG, the Ferdinand, you'll see in the game defending the final objectives. The Rheinmetall Borsig, these are common. They don't do as high damage or penetration as you might think. Maybe the damage is high, but the penetration is low. This VK, no, I don't recommend that. Definitely the other VK, the Tiger 2, a good tank, but you don't see it in Frontline. You'll see Panthers. I never see the Indian Panther. The HWK, I never see in Frontline. Russian tank destroyers you will occasionally see. Like the ones with the stronger armor. I'm assuming this has strong armor. You're going to see it defending the final objectives. ISM is good if you play in the town. Play on a city map like Craftwork. This is good for side scraping. But you want to make sure you got the automatic fire extinguisher, the preventative maintenance, because they can hit the engine easily. I see the guard and the ST guard often. KV4 you won't see. The IS-22, nobody plays it in Frontline, but it's a good choice because it's got the double-barrel gun. Or it's pretty good. These you don't see very often. The 416 is one of the worst tanks in the game. I played it in Frontline, and I did very well. LTTB is popular, so you'll probably see it. You'll see IS-6s. T-54 Mod 1, I had one, and I sold it. The T-103, you'll see this in the game also. It's got a good gun, but it's got weak armor. You'll never see a chariot. Yeah, you'll see charioteers once in a while. You'll never see these AT-15s, but they've got good armor, so you want to have something like this when you defend the final objectives. I've got it in stock right now. The Carnarvon, I don't really see that often. The Centurion, don't see that often. The LHMTV, no. French tanks are very popular. The AMX, no. But the 5100 you could see, and the 65T is good for the cap because it's got strong armor. The Batchat 12T, you'll see them. The Lynx 6x6, definitely. These are very agile tanks. I think it's got better engines than the EBR. The ELC, you'll see occasionally. This one, I think maybe. The M4A1, no. CD8, I hear people don't like them. I love them. This TNH has good turret armor. You can see it says 230, plus you got the autoloader. The VTU, I thought this was an autoloader too. No, it's not. Never see that in the game. The T27 is an autoloader. These are in the game often. I thought I had bought one, but I guess I didn't. You'll rarely see an OHO. You'll rarely see the STA. These Chinese, don't see them. You're probably going to see these. These are the ones with the jet boosters on them. Expect them to be in Frontline. I plan to be playing mine because I'm going to be upgrading all of the module. The 110 is not a good tank. Actually, they buffed it. T-34-2, you'll see them occasionally. The WZ-132, never see them, even though they're good tanks. The 53 EP, you're going to see them because they have 420 damage guns. CS-53 you'll see also, but it doesn't have the that turbine engine. The Udis you will see. So I recommend these. Definitely, it's got a great gun on it. 288 penetration, 390 damage. This is an amazing tank, especially if you're on an open field or if you're defending. You'll penetrate everything. The Emil is an autoloader. You'll see them occasionally, but the Lorraine 40T is preferred. And these Udises, you'll see them also. But you know, you've got to have good skill playing these vehicles in order to really take advantage of them. And then the Italians, you've got the new tank destroyers. I'm planning on playing it in Frontline. They got good armor, so I'm going to be leveling them up while playing Frontline. The Progetto 54 is relatively new. It's got an auto reloader. You will see them in Frontline, and the Pantera. It's a good vehicle for Frontline. You'll see them also. Most people. We'll go back to the other screen. Most people play the Progetto M35 Mod 4. I would say the Object 703, the Burrasque, you'll see these frequently. You'll see Lorraine 40Ts. You'll see the Lynx 6x6 and the EBR. And you'll see T34s. I guarantee you'll see an E75. People usually don't bring these out because they're afraid to play the super heavies because they're so slow. But I take them out because, you know, I'm a really good player. You'll see the STRVs and the 130 PMs. And I guess you'll see TS5s and YAG-D Tigers, and you'll see SPGs. The top vehicle, definitely Progetto M35, but it's got low penetration. You'll have to fire gold rounds if you're not a good player. If you watch me play, I use the regular rounds because I'm always aiming at the side of vehicles. I recommend that. I recommend the Lorraine 40T. If you're a good player, you're going to want the Burrasque, the EBR, and the Lynx 6x6, and the Object 703 or the 3A. They're both pretty equally good. I believe the IS-3A is 3 rounds and the 703 is 2 rounds. If you're only playing tech tree vehicles, you want to get the Pantera, the IS-22, Lynx 6x6, or the Batchat 12T. You probably want that Lynx instead. The TNH, the VK100-01, the UDIS instead of the STRV, T28, AT15, and you should probably put it in SPG, even if you don't like to play SPG, because you'll be able to reset cap and you'll make tons of money, and you'll always get general. I always get general playing SPG like halfway through the game, because you get the most amount of money for resetting cap. You get the most experience for resetting cap. Okay, so that is my video, best tags for Frontline. I'm going to make a few changes over here as soon as I'm done recording. You can see more of my Frontline tutorials here at cheapbooks.cc. They don't have a lot of views because I just wrote them today. This is actually today, January 24th. But I will be adding more, and I am the owner of cheapbooks.com, which is a website for books and textbooks. If you have any questions or comments, please post below.